Mary has really thought so much about what does it mean to truly belong. And in all of the many examples that she's manifested through our Pathways program and working with our teachers to develop these remarkable and new advanced topic courses, at the heart of all of that is this question she has about what does it mean to build a community where each child can bring their authentic self and not only feel a sense of belonging, but also be so devoted to this community they want to create a place of belonging for everyone that they know.
People just always felt a connection with her, and I was so profoundly grateful as a director of admission to have a leader who could connect so easily with families.
The positive spirit that she has is just really amazing.
I think she has raised the bar, not just for our academic program vision, but just for the way we all work together and respect and admire each other at Derryfield.
Mary led the school with grace and concern. She projected a sense of calm that was very reassuring in some uncertain times. And when I think back at that time, I am so proud of her and of her team and of the school during the pandemic.
Mary climbed on a bus with a team of people and drove around the state for 3 days just to make sure that she could be there to give each of our seniors that personal hug and goodbye as they set off.
I remember the Maya Angelou quote that reads, "I've learned people will forget what you said and they'll forget what you did, but they'll never forget how you made them feel." And I think that's so true in so many ways, especially when you're considering someone who has been such a magnetic and inspirational leader. And so I think that even for future students and parents and faculty who don't necessarily get to meet you, I know they'll feel the lasting legacy of your time here at Derryfield because of the mark you've made and how profound that mark was.
She really was just someone to lean on, and I felt like my friend every single day at Derryfield. No matter what the weather was, no matter how dark it was in the winter, she always had a smile on her face, and getting to see her in the morning for advisory always made my day just that little bit better.
I know the hardest part about moving on for her is leaving the incredible group of teachers and students at Derryfield. That community that she had such a large hand in building is so valuable to her and such an important part of her life.
Mary has superhero energy.
Mary's level of energy always astounded me, and frankly, it concerned me after a few months of working with her. And I was concerned not for Derryfield, but really for Mary. And can someone maintain this level of work ethic and enthusiasm and over an extended period of time? As I learned, Mary could.
Mary has an amazing amount of energy. I think I'm pretty high energy, but she makes me look like I'm napping sometimes.
Mary is so smart. And so honestly, every time I would walk into a meeting with Mary, I would think, okay, how hard is my brain going to have to work today? And usually it had to work pretty hard.
I was involved in Mary's review every year. And it got to the point where, you know, like the final review I did with her, I was calling board members going like, what do I ask her to improve with? You know, what's out there? I mean, you know, I'm making it up at this point. Can't tell her to take more time off again.
So I think Mary has this positive energy and it's contagious. When Mary comes in, she's smiling, she's happy, she knows everyone's name, asks how their day is. Like, people catch on, and the culture that Mary creates with her positivity trickles down throughout the school.
Everyone always talks about her high energy, which is well known and published. But I just think just how friendly and warm she made it feel.
She has this ability to sort of lift us all up with joy and also to keep a just amazing sense of perspective and humor no matter what she was doing.
Mary likes to laugh, and I like to laugh, and so it is always fun when you have an opportunity to break the tension of a meeting with some offhand comment that Mary will make that's spot on, that gives you a good chuckle.
I think having a headmistress who coordinates the ribbons on her straw hats for school colors, like that won't be found again. That's a Mary Carter original. Getting to pie her in front of the entire student body was hilarious.
Watching her drink Diet Coke or Tab at 8 o'clock in the morning, coming into my office scrounging, looking for chocolate.
I think the Derryfield recycling will really miss having a lot of cans of Tab without Mary there every day.
Mary leaves behind a legacy of loving dogs. We'll miss Hefty.
The community of Derryfield is so warm and inviting and happy and just happy to be together. And that's so fitting with a dog thrown into the mix, especially Hefty, and having a dog for everyone to pet and be comforted by and look forward to seeing every day, I think is a fantastic legacy to leave behind.
Going into her office and having Hefty just plop himself on my feet and stay in there. I have to say, I haven't really historically been a dog person, but Hefty has won me over.
I would say when Mary sets her mind on something, she is a force to be reckoned with.
And she never stops improving upon herself. She doesn't let how things have always been done discourage her from imagining a better approach. She's a leader with a vision.
She is such a bold and visionary leader.
She has been a profound agent of change.
Derryfield's done a phenomenal job at really moving the bar forward. And Mary is the center point of that. When everyone looks back and reflects, there's certain people that just make a huge impact on the culture, the society, what the school's going to look like down the road. I mean, we've had some very successful heads. I think Mary took it to a whole new level for us.
That master facilities plan, that whole operation was sort of surreal. And then the outcome of the master facilities plan was this grand flyover, which was like so outrageous. It's like, we can't do all that, you know. And it just looked so big and so much. But I think we got pretty close.
She was constantly pushing the school to move forward and to not doubt itself in its ability to build new buildings and maintain the institution and increase the enrollment and all those things that are so important to Derryfield.
Derryfield has come of age, fully come of age, and I think Mary just pulled all of those threads together and wove a wonderful kind of educational experience for students and for faculty.
What has remained the same over the 55 plus years is the fact that there's a caring about the individual and how do you set that person up for success. And I think that has always remained true through the years. What I've appreciated as we've moved forward is the willingness to be more innovative and the fact that you're not just starting out fresh and you have to just stay alive. We now know that Derryfield is very alive, and it's because we've had people like Mary at the helm.
Mary, it's been wonderful to be part of the Derryfield community over the past 25 years. It's been a unique journey with you as both parent of Martin, Louisa, and Polly, and more recently as the husband of the head of the school. I have made many happy memories of afternoons on the sidelines of field hockey and lacrosse games, spending time with the lifelong friends that you and I have made among the Derryfield community. And I share your pride in what the school has accomplished, and I'm grateful for the difference that it's made in the lives of our own children and so many others while we've been part of the school.
Possibly the best thing to come out of all of this was getting to have my diploma handed to me with a hug by the person who's been by my side since the beginning. So congratulations on an amazing career at DS, Mom, and I can't wait to see what you accomplish in the next chapter.
I'm so proud of my mom, and she's so driven and cares so deeply about everyone at Derryfield and her team. And I know the past couple of years have been so challenging, and that's been what has really carried her. The Derryfield community is just one that is really, really unique, and one that is really, I know, really hard for her to step away from.
Thank you, Mom, for joining the Derryfield community and bringing our family into it. Thank you for constantly advocating for compassion, courage, and community. And thank you for always having Diet Coke and lunch money in your office.